And with that, I bid you adieu.
Sects, undead, orcs. Oh, looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap Ahu mentioned?
Damn those orcs for bringing fire into our harbour, and damn you for not lifting a finger to help extinguish it. She was targeted by the orc shaman during the attack, and now she's left to the ocean's cold embrace.
Damn those orcs for bringing fire into our harbour, and damn you for not lifting a finger to help extinguish. She was targeted by...
Never been homesick a day in me life.
Careful now. Never know when those...
Halt! These gates are to... Well, I'll be a little red imp's uncle, the Source Hunter. Sorry for the gruff treatment. I didn't recognise you right away. Please you can see security's tighter than ever around here since that surprise attack the orcs put on a fortnight ago. They did enough damage to shake up. We can only hope to hold back the undead and these left... I don't think you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. Also, a party of 1 or 2... I certainly hope you know what you're doing.
Guess someone else got here first.
Not much about zombies.
Better to evacuate this place while there's still some left to save, I say.
You're a source hunter, aren't you?
You there! A moment of your indulgence. No, scratch that.
It is so much more than a delight. It is... Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once...
Of course I do. How could someone in my profession not?
Some could not because they are professionals, not
Clearly, two strong personalities stand before me. Two who voice their opinions with vigor. Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right?
Well, I can't say that I haven't.
Yes, some extra gold is always welcome.
Indeed. Indeed, gold is always welcome. Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety?
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
It's better to lead than to follow. That much is true.
Better to be served than to...
Well spoken. Well said indeed. And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the... the fabulous five. How I enjoy... You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? What a gem of a question. Now then, to join the fabulous five, of course, should you spread the word, by now the genial glow of the fellowship must have worked hard. Of course.
Join a guild, better the world, earn a lot of gold. Yes.
And me.
Marvelous. Magnificent. Oh, but what am I saying? Fabulous. Oh, it's a pretty straightforward task, this one. Now, in this town dwells a wizard. Ahu is his name, and one of them was a big lumbering apparatus. But you can guess what happened. Did it become sentient? Was it cursed? Whatever the cause. Luckily, there are those in this world who belong to the fabulous five. The braves who eat such monstrosities for breakfast. Go, my friend. Find this wizard's abomination and claim your just reward from Mayor Cecil in the name of our hallowed guild. Easy money. Mendius, at your service. What more is there to say, my friend? You are one of us now. They called it.
Back, demon! Back, or I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. From Academy West, our heavens hornets. That's quite... See, I'm here on... Well, there's been an attack there, comrade. What they want in Hunter's Edge, I can't say. But it's my responsibility to send them packing. Preferably, I came south seeking the Legion's help, only to find it tied here in Cecil. By the skin of my teeth, comrade. The savages were rounding up villagers when one of them activated a tripwire on our village wizard's property. I managed to wrench free of my captor's grip and flee toward the forest. He pursued me for mine. Well, comrade, I hadn't thought of it till you I need a contingent I can trust if I'm to take back the town. I've been scouting Cecil for some time now, and I believe I've sussed out sufficient intel to help solve the murder of the Counselor. With our minds and swords in tandem, we'll make sure... Well, you know the old expression. 2's a tea party, 3's an invasion. I know this place like the back...
A fantastic plan. With 3 source hunters working in tandem, we'll put an end to all the evils bent against this fair land.
Another source hunter on the team will make us all...
That's the spirit. Listen closely now.
A source hunter? I'd like to report some dark magic. Only tainted hearts could tip as miserably as this lot. Been at the King Crab nearly 10 years now, personally. Seen every... I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream... Though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did? I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out of the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the terrible deed took place and saw nothing more.
That purring sound. Mind control vibrations, I'm sure. Don't be seduced,
What have we here? A source tall as an elf, strong as an... And my word, what passion burns from your eyes. Please forgive me. I am Anna. I've cut 1,000 throats and baked 1,000 bread rolls, stolen the crown jewels of the Queen of Arata, and with my pockets. When the day comes that I die, the gods will evacuate the heavens to make space. I contain multitudes, you see. But then, Source Hunter, you wandered in. That I have. For nearly a life, I believe I have found that component, that body, that... Yes, you must join the Fabulous Five right away, as soon as time permits. To get so you've joined up. You've sworn to... I can finally offer you our finest adventuring equipment at Fun... Well, you must be thrilled to find yourself a member of a team so widely renowned for its valor and skill. And you must be even more curious about how you yourself can suit up to face such enemies as a member of the Fabulous Five must face. Well, darling, that was so long ago now. Who can remember who said what? Well, you are a member of the eminent Fab... I hear you've been tasked with taking out that crazed robot and... Providing you can afford it, I'll be happy to supply you with all the gear you'll need while swinging swords alongside the Fabulous Five. Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Oh, careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than Saffron's, I dare say.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the Northern Cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend. Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Oh, careful now. Your head's grown more swollen than Saffron's, I dare say.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great!
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Hey, stop that!
Alistair, surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Look, careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than Saffron's, I dare say.
You there! Cut it out!
Round turn to glue when you'd be naughty around here?
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only fan who wants some of my time. What do you mean, not familiar? You expect... Why? I'm only the most famous... And don't forget, I'm the most eminent member of the Fabulous Five to boot. Surely you already know we've been voted the most influential... Well, well, you're far from... You'll be dealing with Ahu's little abo... If I don't leave a few crumbs for the newbie, those nasty beasts are hardly worth my time. Though I suppose...
Pointless chatter with strangers does so thrill me. How curious of you to show interest in a lonesome You've been sent after us, so you've wrangled...
A source hunter? I'd like to report some
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to... Stop right there. Until you...
Undead at every exit. Oh.
What do you think you're doing?
Looking good.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become. If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
Let's see. Key, lockpick, or hammer.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
I'll need to unlock this somehow.
This town has seen...
Leave me be, I've a job to...
Greetings, greetings. Oh, you are most welcome. That I am. I have spent more of my life on the road, travelling alongside great caravans, than I have in any given place in Rivellon. All of this... You wouldn't believe some of the things I have seen. Oh, yes, a city besieged. Oh, but let us not discuss. Let us browse and barter.
Stop right there.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've got to my matches when I linger at the long line.
I smell...
Yours for a scrap of
Oh, the fierce stench of frightened Source Goblin.
Actually, I think that's only roast pig.
No one's around. You wouldn't raise a...
Burrow, indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat with...
Come now! I'll be good for it, I swear! So what do you think? Should I snag...
Where are the good stuff?
Everyone needs a hand now and then. Take the fish, and none but us will be the wiser.
Tomatoes.
True enough. Without a bit of chat.
That's the spirit! Or should I say, the soul?
Sir, did you just steal that fish?
No, I paid for it.
You were a witness to this.
The zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
This man is telling the truth. He paid for that fish.
Quite so.
I can't thank you enough for your...
Well, sorry to have bothered...
Get it while it's fresh.
That thief is free for now. But I wonder how long it'll be until he... I can understand your sympathy for that man. But feeding him for one day will hardly... That thief is free for... I can understand...
This? I found something.
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence.
She'll realise soon enough that her little party tricks are. But if on which... Oh, a source hunter. No matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen. Me? Why, it was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my... Yes. If that's how... She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration. She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic... But she claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silver Glen by... Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted undead haunting the travel... Well, she certainly possesses a critical art. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best. Certainly, what would you like to know? The counsellor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, from what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hard. I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years, and I declare it an act of the Almighty.
Interesting indeed.
Come, make your case.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic.
Excuse me? This is a private
private sick room. Who in the name of the Seven do you think you... I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing. But this decision feels like precisely... I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation. But perhaps it's better... What would you like to know? One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him. Nearly dead, but not quite the venerable staple of Cyseal, Stephen, and recently blessed with his third Nearly everyone in Cyseal is familiar with grinning Stephen. Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his, but it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. You are? I thank you a million times for your...
So very close. Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it short now. He should receive the stone.
Yes. Boris deserves to...
Boris it is? Yes. I'll...
Thank
no,
the Seven.
No, this is highly...
I didn't want to live. I wanted it with every fibre of my heart. Not just for my own sake, but
enjoy what remains of your life.
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Terrible! 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 It will consume us all. By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? Oh, yes. Proper introductions. Zixex the historian. As for how I got here, well, for a historian, how you got here, on such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I would... at last a question I can answer most definitively. I meant time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can show, don't tell. I always...
It may be quite mad.
Then we better appease...
Come now, don't be coy. You saw? Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal! It's... The portal has become active! Fantastic! Astounding! Onward we should go!
That's more than I'd hoped, comrade. There's Mayor Cecil's... And on top of it all, the feline menace is lurking at every heart. You mean you don't already know, comrade? Now, don't get me wrong, I think the mayor's a dick, but from what I've heard, I suspect an illegal source. Fella seems like a humble doctor, but I'll bet my sword a loose-lipped legionnaire let slip that she'd seen our good doctor scale the city wall on 2 separate occasions. Well past midnight each time. Hardly the habit of an innocent healer, I'd say. It's no coincidence the order... Way back when. Don't let the name fool you, though. These days, the forest... In the days of old, though, the forest played host to sorts. By now, it's been centuries since anything more dangerous than a badger has come out of those woods. By and by...
You first. But don't... You, dear strange... Those torches! A light! This poor... Goodness me, how right you are! There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what... It is the void itself! The dragon that is devouring create... I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive. Though I cannot say for... In fact, every last question that ever plagued your... But why spoil the mystery? After you... You first. Yes! Just as I hoped. There she is! There he is!
And he's off.
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who
Astounding! Unbelievable!
You have brought guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the...
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plain? A stone? So... It was a stone. Not like this, no. Never had I experienced something so... contrary to my nature. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery. Source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say. Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret. Do you see what violence my work has suffered?
Mysteries of all time. Gaps in history.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your time.
I see. What?
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, indeed you must. Though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and...
Why, of course! That's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more...
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zicthes, our most
Careful, comrade. I think I sense a sorcerer in yonder shadow. Ask away, my friend, ask away. Always helps to know a thing or two about who's covering your back against the national...
How welcome you are upon this in the ethereal thread, the drift of continents through... Except, it seems, ask and I shall answer. If I can. I am the weaver. I am but what I am. Perhaps we are one and the same. Task multiplied by 2. Am I the beginning? And am I to be the end? Who shall say? Perhaps I am the Alas, the answers to those questions still elude me. A hidden answer lies behind this. I believe that Starstones will... Oh, Hunter. I have no need for company. Like I have no need for air or appetite or affection. And yet, I do enjoy your companionship. For you may prove to become the cure that will heal my slipping soul. Quite so. Your absence. It should be. I do not know you, which makes you my one perennial. But perchance I may be cured of this blindness. Perchance the blemish may be undone, and time. What it is but a seed bereft of sun and water. What it could be. I reside in another realm altogether. But ever since the end of time appeared in these deep dark skies, I materialized here, as if forced to watch the one thing that is unwatchable, unendurable. A thankless task that you... I think that perhaps you can redeem time, because you create time. Know that no longer I did weave. I sat here, at the end of time, and watched on as the void frays the fabric of time like a But suddenly there was you. You who stirred the life within this. New threads emerged, and I began to weave anew. Starstone gives me new... These starstones. Please, seek them so that time may yet be mended. Please, for the...
The glint in your gaze? No, with you, but you'll need a... Luckily, off you go then. You've Starstone to find.
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void.
Like the imp said to the... Neither do I. But the mere fact that acted this in turn more than in... We may not understand the how... Oh, I don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission does have its perks. Old age, but of course I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. It is my duty to record all of history, and so gather those starstones so that we may know the history that was lost. Know so that we must not repeat what leads us to this dangerous precipice, but do, wouldn't it just? Would that I had a star... Just like yourselves, starstones are curiously absent. From what I can gather, though, they were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign ended long ago. The stones are therefore ruins, caves, the lairs of long-forgotten evils. Those are the dens, lonesome, observing the frontier of creation. Surfing the vibrant tide of the eons, always approaching yet never reaching shore. Well, yes, actually. Perhaps you can imagine the profound pleasure it is to have made the Weaver's acquaintance after all these years. Before you go, Source Hunter, a final word. Once you return to... I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can.
I am the last chest. The last chest. The last chest! If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it! Find my 4 sisters.
Lies at its heart. Of course. The great absence of all that even the gods cannot comprehend. It eludes us, like infinity, or the finality of tick-tocking time. Shall be my pleasure, Sir Imp. I'll embroider it in the first volume of your all-encompassing chronicles.
A question has me stumped, milady. Why are there...
How might I serve our mission? Ask, and I shall answer, if I can. I think that perhaps you can redeem time, because you create time. Indeed, you have set in motion an event I no longer held possible. Know that no longer I did, but suddenly the new thread, these star stones. Please, seek the I am, perhaps am, what I, and quite, but in the dream, except, how might I serve our mission? What lies at its heart? Why, nothing, of course. The great absence of all that even the gods cannot comprehend. It eludes us, like infinity, or the finality of tick-tocking time.
To see you on the shelter plane. Good to see you on the... A question has me stumped, milady. Why are there two of us? Two beings that record all of history parallel to one another?
That is a good question, Zigzags. One without a conclusive answer, though its resolution may lie in conception. Where you chronicle, I both chronicle and create. Where you arrive at conclusions, I spin origins besides.